Pleasure to work with you too, Deza. Man, sure am feeling the tension. Just like a real adventure. Adventures in social psychology, maybe. Well, that was actually pretty decent. Must have been, if you're complimenting me. Look! A giant tree stump! Judging from the growth rings, it looks like this one's at least 1,000 years old. You counted them? What, are we boring you? You can eyeball this kind of thing, you know. Look, see? This width accounts for about 20 years. If the trunk is at least 50 of these wide, that's 1,000 years right there. Hey, look! There's a part where the growth rings are super concentrated. You're right. I wonder why.
There was probably an era with a chilly enough climate that the sun barely ever broke through the clouds.
Oh, I see. So that's why these growth rings are so close together. And that's approximately 1,000 years ago. Amazing. Trees are history books growing right in front of us. Impressive that you even noticed that, though.
You just need to think more, is all.
Sure are a lot of plant hellions around here.
I don't want to go around them, so you go first.
Well, ready? They didn't stand a chance. Why did these trees become hellions?
It's easy for souls to dwell in something that's lived for a long time.
That's the way! Everyone!
Not half bad!
Victory is ours.
We're here to purify you, but it will still work. Freeze! Freeze! Prison flame! Prison flame!
Right!
Lightning! Strike! Still more! Ready? Prepare yourself! Chain elimination! That's the end of that! Do we really need to do this? Yeah! Weak against one! Is that your sword style? Pretty cool!
Well, I had a lot of practice with Miklia. Don't get careless! Well, that was quick.
Good to go, Rose?
Everyone okay? Counting on you, Lila!
I can't believe there are so many hellions out there. Good to go, Rose? Now's my chance! Hang on, everyone! Hang on! Jump back! fortune-telling. Please, pick one. No way, I don't believe in that stuff, is what Rose would say. Rose is indeed quite down to earth.
Hey, ask me! I do believe in that stuff, you know?
Do we really need to do this?
All this fighting sure makes me hungry.
You awake, Edna?
Weak.
Looks like victory all around!
A city. Have we reached Rollins already?
Yep, this is Lastonbell.
It's renowned the world over as a city where artisans and traders congregate.
That's the one. You know more about the world than I thought. Hey, what did I say about no voices in my head?
Apologies.
You awake, Edna?
Time for your break.
We can just one!
Yay, another empty victory.
What the? Weapons ready!
Better look smart.
Break it down!
Fight the way! We'll be sweet dreams! Hang on, everyone!
This is it!
Slice the way! Let the darkness!
The power of purification ain't no joke!
Line up and wait. Those who don't comply shall be punished.
You gotta be kidding. I don't have time for this.
An inspection?
It's the army. What do you think? There's gonna be a real war going on real soon. Odds are they'll be detaining you, I bet.
Huh? Why me?
You back there, pipe down!
Sorry!
You've heard the rumors about the shepherd, right?
Yeah, in Highland, I think.
Right, but the latest word is he's made his way to Rollins.
Huh. No kidding. Crazy.
Does the Rollins Empire think unfavorably of the Shepherd?
You bet they do. The knights have seen what he can do in battle and are all up in arms, and the church has branded him a heretic. As if that wasn't enough, there's talk of mysterious happenings going on in town.
Next!
Oh, looks like I'm up. On that note, watch your back out there.
I thought we'd be fine, but now I'm not so sure.
I think it's best that you hide who you are, but the idea of making someone like you tell a lie is like...
It's like trying to convince your best hen to lay hard-boiled eggs. Yeah.
Guess we better get ready to make a run for it.
We have a pass and everything. Just chill. I got this. Just no creepy head voices for the time being. Got it?
So long as you don't cause any trouble.
Okay.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Next!
I am Sergei Strelka, Captain of the Platinum Knights, defenders of the glory of the Rollins Empire. In cooperating to ensure the Empire's peace, you prove your gratitude as much as your loyalty.
Is he always like this, or are his boxers just chafing him?
Here you go. Our Merchant Guild pass. We've come to Lastonbell on business, specifically the collection of a bill.
The sparrow feathers, are you? Quite impressive.
We've got a strict deadline, no time to waste. The place of business is the liquor establishment on the main road.
Ah, yes, Boris's Canteen. That place certainly gets an awful lot of business.
And we deeply appreciate being a part of it. Is there anything else?
No. My gratitude for cooperating with our inspection.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Next, you there. Quite some garb you're wearing. Are you this young woman's guard?
Oh, a girl doesn't dare travel alone.
Then why does he carry an ornamental sword?
He knew that Soray's sword was ornamental? He's seeing right through us.
He's less of an idiot than he looks.
Wait, there are people watching. Well, you know, we have our reasons.
I'm asking your guard here.
Crap.
Repeat after me.
Please forgive my unquestionably suspicious appearance. The truth is, I am the son of a provincial lord. Lord!
Rose,
That's right. My husband here is nobility.
What? You're married?
Never had I lifted anything heavier than a fork in my life, yet by chance did I fall in love with a traveling merchant. In the throes of passion, I threw my money and land away to be with her just over a year ago.
You did?
Even my wife didn't know the full truth. The cruelties of the outside world taught me how feeble I truly am. But even so, I knew a husband has a duty to protect his wife. So I wear an ornamental sword at my side as a hollow pretense of strength. Laugh at the weak will of a sad, broken man. Ah! Sorry.
You're doing your best. It's cool.
Oh, my dearest, your sweet words are succor to my tired limbs.
Sow the seeds of love and they will bloom no matter how arid the terrain. Live and be strong. Next!
I don't know how that worked, but I think we made it. Thanks, guys.
more like we just lucked into the perfect audience.
A win's a win.
Turns out it's handy to have an invisible woman on your side, isn't it?
I suppose. I'm sorry I told you to be quiet.
So it's all right if we communicate directly inside your...
No, it's creepy and obscene.
Obscene? I'm not obscene.
Come on, let it go, Lila.
Alright then. I assume that we're on our way to Pendrago now?
Well,
But Miclio, this town looks all kinds of exciting.
well, it does, so
We really ought to poke around at least a little. Did I nail it?
guilty as charged.
Sounds fun. I'm game.
Bunch of children. That's why we get along so well. And someday we all will.
You mean Seraphim and humans?
But goodness, we usually reserve such sensitive matters for later hours.
My apologies, Your Grace. I merely wish to offer my gratitude for the services.
It is appreciated. But you must understand, Cardinal Fortin and the other high clergy have very strict requirements for us.
I am aware, Your Grace. Be assured that my organization will be most generous in our contributions.
It looks like that is the town sanctuary.
Shall we?
Sure is a lot of gold lying around out there.
Wilkus Wilk. Hey, Saray, what does my true name mean?
Oh, it means Rose is Rose.
Rose is Rose. Isn't that kind of lazy?
Is it? I mean, I made it on a whim, but I thought it seemed fitting.
It was an urgent situation, after all.
But Princess Alicia used to be a squire, right? What was her true name?
Melphis Amechia. It means Alicia the Smiling.
Oh, I see. So it's not lazy. You're just being biased.
Huh? How?
My smile is pretty gorgeous too, you know.
Quit it, Rose. You're scaring me.
Rose, that's just how Saray is.
Yeah, I know. Maybe his name should mean Saray is Saray.
Fiona, Roosrav Roulet, Hefson Newland,
You okay?
Are you not feeling well?
Thethmus Neoma, Bluesroth Brule, Hefson Yuland, Lukheim Yerlin. Thethmus Neoma, Bluesroth Brule, Hefson Yuland, Lukheim Yerlin!
Whoa! What are you doing?
You tell me! When I formed the pact with Lila, she told me I had to remember those in like 3 seconds. And now I can't get them out of my head.
It was an emergency. I couldn't help it.
Lila can be pretty forceful sometimes.
I wish she were a ghost. She'd be less scary.
Get out of town! What do you mean they're selling elixir?
It's true. Word around town is that the nobles in Highland and Rollins can't get enough of the stuff.
But how are they getting access to it? I thought the church controlled the entire supply.
Well, they say they've got the church's blessing, no pun intended. And apparently the damn stuff actually works. Longer life, fresher breath, everything.
Well, don't that beat all?
What beats all is the price of that junk. You gotta be one rich chump, let me tell you.
Yeah, I should have guessed as much.
The church is selling elixir now?
Something sounds off about that.
Is this belfry all machine run?
Yep, it's what Lastonbell is famous for. The gears get moving, the bells get swinging, and it sounds like the most entrancing music.
Now that's something I'd like to hear.
Wow! You'll only get something like this in the city of Artisans. Such craftsmanship.
Oh, an art appreciator now, are you?
I wonder how the motor works.
Don't ask me.
I hear the sound of the drawworks. They're probably utilizing the power of the aqueduct running underground.
Aqueduct?
Really? Nothing I can see suggests that.
That's because it's a hidden refuge area. This place was built as a fort in the first place.
Oh, so that's why this place is surrounded by castle walls.
Before it was a fancy belfry, this was a communication tower for sending smoke signals.
So much history everywhere. This is too cool.
Guys seriously geek out over the weirdest things.
Well, let them have their fun.
Yeah, I suppose.
Got a request. Church of Rollins.
Roger.
This must be the sanctuary.
Not a very old building, but still, remarkable architecture.
Hello? Is there anybody home? If they are, they better have a voice and a body.
No one's here.
Ghosts?
I mean, no guardian seraph.
No surprise, given that priest we saw earlier.
They're all like that. Everywhere you go these days.
Well, what should we do? Look for a seraph who can bless it?
Huh. I wouldn't know where to start.
You know, it isn't necessary to get completely hung up on restoring the blessing.
You sure?
It should be fine. There isn't all that much malevolence around here. And besides, it's not like you can go and save the world all by yourself.
Absolutely. The most important thing right now is that you broaden your perceptions and hone your powers.
So that we can stand up to the Lord of Calamity, right?
You'll have a hell of a time with that if you can't even tell when you're being followed.
Who are you talking to? The stained glass? Didn't you have urgent business at the restaurant on the main street? What was the name again?
Yes, right! Boris's Canteen!
There's no restaurant by that name.
He's alone. Let's take him down and get out of here. Can he see us?
Nope. He's just that good. Have fun with your human friend, Saray.
Huh? Seriously?
This is a human problem after all.
Come. I shall apologize for deceiving you. And then... you're going to tell me who you really are!
Yeah! Get on! Shadowfang! I got you! Shadowfang! No escape! It's over!
Crust!
Sonic Rock! Shadowfang! Strike! Shadowfang! What was that?
An art handed down with pride in my country.
Tornado Rod! Sword Running! Let's go!
You held back. You'll regret it later.
I'll be fine. I appreciate you looking out for me.
Even your comeback is weak.
Are you speaking with Seraphim? So during the inspection, you really were...
I must apologize for lying to you, Sergei.
It is I who owe you an apology, gentle shepherd.
Huh?
Only in the clashing of blades may one gauge a man's strength. Might I ask your name?
Saray.
Shepherd Saray, I beseech you to lend me your power. For the sake of Rollins.
But we've heard that the Rollins Empire is on edge because of the Shepherd.
It's true. The Knights treat him as a dangerous wild card with a level of power comparable to Cardinal Fortin. And the Church views the Shepherd as a threat to the Cardinal, therefore a heretic.
The Cardinal is the number 2 figure in the Church, first in line to succeed the Pope.
On paper, she's an aide to the young Emperor, but in reality, she holds the reins.
Verily, and she is said to be capable of causing the same miracles that the Shepherd can.
The same as the Shepherd?
What is the meaning of this? Since when have the Knights been so brazen as to let themselves into the sanctuary unannounced? Don't tell me you have come here intending to stain the ears of our faithful with foul lies about Cardinal Fortin.
Father, I would never...
Spare me your noxious dissembling. Get out of here at once.
Come to the park. We'll finish our discussion there. sorry about earlier. I didn't want you to have to see that. Things weren't quite as bad between the Knights and the Church when the Pope was still around.
The Pope?
Pope Macetra was a kind-hearted philanthropist, whom the former Emperor greatly trusted. Even the Knights would have gladly carried out any order he might give.
Wait, what do you mean was?
He went missing about a year ago. As if prepared for the confusion, Cardinal Fortin took the stage, and soon she had seized all political power.
So, you think the Cardinal had something to do with the Pope's disappearance?
Is there proof?
None. I had the combined powers of the entire Knight Squad on the case, but no clues turned up. But any knight who snooped around the Cardinal went missing. 18 of them in all.
Subtle.
I don't want to admit it, but in order to stand against the Cardinal, we need power that exceeds natural capabilities. Shepherd Saray, I know it is wrong of me to ask, but can you help seek out the true nature of the Cardinal?
The Cardinal resides at the church in Pendrago, right? I thought commoners weren't allowed inside.
It's true. I'll try to pull some strings on my end to get you permission to enter.
All right. We'll meet with the Cardinal.
Oh, frabjous day! I shall make the preparations immediately. Milady, please forgive me for dragging your husband into all of this.
Huh?
Let us reconvene at Pendrago. Once you've arrived, come to the Knight's Tower.
He seriously thinks you two are married?
What a weirdo.
But he's so pure.
A pure idiot.
I can tell this is gonna be trouble.
But at least it's getting us inside the Shrine Church.
Right. While we're at it, we can probably tell the higher-ups in Rollins our side of the story.
Though something tells me those higher-ups are going to be the real problem.
Seems like the Guardian Seraph became a Hellion.
But why would it just up and leave like that?
So, how's it looking for the new hideout?
We're still looking into it. Mallory, the Patinal Forest, seems like it'd be an ideal place, though.
Perfect timing! We wanted to ask you about something, boss.
I figured you'd need me to come along.
It's not about the hideout. It's about our job as the Sparrow Feathers.
We can't decide on which product to purchase. Mabo buns or curry buns? Which do you like?
Mabo curry buns!
Isn't that just your personal preference?
Nope, it's a rational decision I'm making as the boss of the Sparrow Feathers. This is just what the world needs! The sheer deliciousness that only this combination can bring!
Sounds kinda subjective to me.
Fine, we'll go with that. You guys do all kinds of stuff.
That about sums up what we do. And we don't do jobs just for money.
I see.
That's why we make our actual living as merchants.
Well, mostly Agil does.
I'm the one who gives the okay on bringing out new products.
All right, we'll be going back now.
Boss,
Try and drop by the Forest of Mallory if you can. Everyone's already gone there.
Will do. Take care, y'all.
I don't think any dogs have barked at me for a while now.
There's the reason why.
Is that Dezel? Looks like the dogs are flocking to him.
What? You want something?
No, I'm just a little surprised. You're okay with dogs?
Of course I am. Dogs are silent partners. You haven't given them enough of a chance to know better.
But dogs do bark.
They only bark because they can sense your anxiety and aren't sure where it's coming from.
In other words, it's because you're afraid of them in the first place.
Well, I'd argue that they bark at me first.
It's so hot again.
It truly is. I think I'm gonna get sunburned. Edna, do you use your umbrella for protection from the sun?
As you can see.
Do Seraphim get sunburned too? I guess it makes sense since Edna has really fair skin.
Edna's umbrella can be used to avoid the sunlight as well as rain. It can even be used to push back the Hellions.
Oh, wow! So it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
Not quite. It's also her signature item, so it's more like killing 4 birds with 1 stone.
If that's true, then really it's like killing 5 birds with 1 stone since she has a cute mascot character attached to it.
And it's also something she can change depending on her mood, so that's actually 6.
I'm like Cinderella with an umbrella.
I must say, that was a good one.
Not to mention a lot of dead birds with 1 stone.
Looks like the Church and the Knights of Rollins really are at odds.
And here I thought they were both supposed to protect the people.
Herd mentality always prevails when people sort themselves into groups, no matter the situation. It can be helpful in lending authority to institutions that wouldn't otherwise command it, but more often than not, it generates malevolence, leading to great conflict.
Like wars, you mean?
Yes, in the most extreme cases. Even the conflict between the Knights and the Church could be considered a war, if on a much smaller scale.
War is the people's history. I read that in a book once, and I think I get it now.
Would it be better for me not to get involved?
What do you think?
I want to know. Even if the reality is bleak, it is still part of the world we live in.
Then let us go forth. This is your adventure.
No, it's our adventure. Mine and those who believe in me.
And that'll do it. If I make the oath, will I get power like Lila's?
Don't even think about it. That oath is way more trouble than it's worth. Work on honing the strength you already have instead of relying on that mumbo-jumbo, and you'll develop special skills all your own.
You mean you've got your own skills?
You bet I do.
Yeah? Like what? Show me.
You sure you're ready? I'm impressed. Didn't think you had it in you to act like a grown-up for once.
You're getting weird.
You sure you want to see it? I don't normally show it to just anyone, but for you, I just might make an exception.
Never mind. Forget I asked.
Heh. It must get lonely, being Mickleo. Mickley only.
Honing the strength I already have. Lastonbell didn't have a lord of the land either.
We did see a couple of Seraphim, but it didn't look like they were living together.
I can't see them, but they've been here the whole time. To think that it's always been like that is just so friggin' scary.
But in the past, Seraphim were revered.
And in return, Seraphim gave the people their blessing.
That's how it was in the era of coexistence?
Yep.
But the humans came to only believe in things that they could see.
That can't be helped. There's barely anyone who could see Seraphim like Saray and Rose.
It's scary that there are people around you that you can't see, but at the same time, it's sad. It's sad that they can't be noticed even though they're there.
I wish everyone thought the same way you did, Rose.
Do you want something?
Hey, you.
My name is Rose.
I know.
Then call me by my name.
Hey, Rose.
That's better. What do you want?
Quit doing stuff like that.
Stuff like what?
Riding on the shepherd's back like that.
Huh? Did you see that?
By chance.
Gah, that's why Seraphim freak me out sometimes.
It's careless to entrust your body to someone like that.
But that was part of the plan! To catch them off guard and then mow them down!
That's not something an adolescent girl should do.
Mowing people down?
Riding around on someone's back.
There's something wrong with a girl being carried on someone's back?
It's careless of you!
I told you it was part of the plan!
I give up.
I don't get it.
Mickleo, look! It's just like what was in the Celestial Records!
It's the Leaning Tower. I didn't know that it would be this big.
As you know, 4 Hellions have straight...
Howling Blade! Full Tempest! Not yet! Multiple current! Be gone! Let's get it up! Freezing Crusher! That's the way! Piece of cake!
Hey, it wasn't that easy.
That was a cinch.
It was a little easier than that.
Then what was it?
A piece of cinch?
Steady your nerves. Whoa! That thing it's riding on looks way fun.
Fun? That's a Hellion, you know.
It shoots stuff out from its artillery, so be careful.
I will smite evil! I will smite evil! It's over!
Now's my chance. I showed them.
so big. Do you think we can defeat them?
You can't beat them if you half-ass. If you're scared, just run away.
They are indeed strong, but we can win if we try. It'll be better to dodge their attacks than defend. Think you can do it?
Slice through air! Shadow shot!
Radiant heat! I'm in a bind here! This! Struck! Unleash a heat trap!
Protection!
Lord of Fire! Burn!
Shred!
Burn!
These carriers have a lot of
Primordial
power.
Light! Ancient Nova!
Here goes!
Rain of Fire! No escape! Come forth! Vermilion Crescent!
What a formidable opponent!
Well, this doesn't look good.
We're in a foul place.
This feeling. We've been in places like this before.
It's a crucible of malevolence. They make Hellions fight to make them nastier.
Venomization, a diabolical practice. It appears this ruin was built to do just that.
Who would make such a thing?
I don't know, but there are several places such as this on the Glenwood continent. I had thought they had all been sealed up, but...
Looks like they're back in business.
This has to be held off. No question about it.
We'll stop this!
Something's blocking our way.
It must be to keep outsiders from entering. It's most likely that only certain people are allowed inside.
So, it's me alone, huh?
A solo fight. If it were me, I could ask for nothing better.
Great, it's raining. This sucks.
Not for me. It's nice and dry inside Saray.
That is whole new levels of creepy. Damn it! Why can't I be a dumb dry ghost too?
Here, I'll do you a favor.
I'll cut you off!
Are you ready?
It's an ancient bird hellion with scales like a dragon's.
This one's gonna be tough. Let's go!
Are you ready? Yeah! There! Strike! Are you ready? Go!
You're a storm! No escape!
Strike! Down! That's all I want! There! Are you ready? Go! Let's run!
Try this on!
Yeah! You think I could use that weapon?
Don't even try it. You'll just injure yourself.
Focus, guys! I got you! Center bang! Ready?
Let's get out of here!
Fluffy puffy goat. A fluffagoat, you might say.
This is a goat? They don't look anything like the ones in Elysia.
Don't they eat paper?
Knock it off. You shouldn't give them man-made items.
I'm sorry. You're quite right.
You're very kind when it comes to animals.
It's more that you folks are too rough with them.
We'll leave it at that.
So, Dezel, would these be cliff-dwelling goats?
Yeah. They usually live their lives on the cliffs and go down to the grasslands only to eat. They even sleep on the cliffs.
On the cliffs? That's gotta be brutal.
Sounds quite uncomfortable indeed.
From our point of view, maybe. But to them, it might be the best thing in the world.
It's true that they probably have fewer predators to worry about that way.
What strangers feel as happiness is beyond our ken. Is that the sort of thing you're getting at?
Pretty much.
Are you talking from experience?
Interpret as you may.
mustn't hold back! We can get
Not yet! Hear the storm! Everyone okay?
Like the boar, this hellion does a headlong rush attack.
At you, Brutor? That's the way!
You should die!
Eat that!
No, you
everyone!
That's what the shepherd can do! Sure hope this is edible.